नमस्कार. नव्या वर्षाच्या नवी परबी घेऊन हांव डॉक्टर लक्ष्मी भरणे तुमचे सगळ्यांचे अलर्ट, ॲक्टिव्ह अँड अलाइव ॲट 100 या कार्यावळीन स्वागत करता. डेम्पो हेल्थ केअर तर्फे ही कार्यावळ स्वर्गीय श्री विश्वासराव डेम्पो यांच्या स्मरणार्थ आम्ही राबयतात आणि दर शुक्रारा रातची 9:30 वरांचेर तुम्ही प्रुडंट मिडियाचेर आमकां पळोवंक शकता. तर आमच्या बरोबर आसात डॉक्टर दिगंबर नाईक, who is a renowned heart specialist from Goa and who has been already recognized as the 50 pathfinders of Indian healthcare industry. So welcome doctor. दर कार्यावळीन आमी हाणीच बरयल्ले पुस्तक अलर्ट, ॲक्टिव्ह अँड अलाइव हाचेर चर्चा करतात. तातूंत हाताळिल्ले वेगवेगळे विशयाचेर आमी उलयतात, प्रश्नांची उतरां दितात. तर फुडचो विशय हाताळच्या पयलीं एक प्रश्न आमच्या कडेन आयिल्लो आसा जो पळोवप्यांनी आमकां धाडिल्लो आसा. तर तो प्रश्न असो आसा की एक 25 वर्साचो भुरगो आसा, तो म्हणटा की आपली ब्लड शुगर 250 आसता कॉन्स्टंट and he has been advised to take insulin. Now he is scared to take insulin, so he wants your views on it.
Wow. 25 वर्सांचो भुरगो means younger age and ताज्या बरोबर sugar constantly more than 200. Okay. Now diabetes म्हणटा ते type A and type B आसता grossly. Okay. जी insulin dependent and insulin independent. There are another 3-4 subtype that we don't bother. Okay. एखादर 25 वर्सांचेर this could be type 1 diabetes. This is insulin dependent diabetes. चड करून. Not that 25 वर्सांचेर as type 2 diabetes येना, 25 वर्सांचेर सुद्धा as type 2 diabetes येता. But this looks to be a type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes जर आसा तितून pancreas damage जाल्लो आसता. आणि ह्या पेशंटांक एज ऑन नाव तरी इन्सुलीन हे घेवकूच जाय. आणि चड करून ताजे डॉक्टरान पयला आसतलो इट मायट बी टायप 1 टायप 1 का टायप 2 ही आमी प्रूव करूंक शकतात. दॅट इज पॉसिबल. ओके. देर आर सम टेस्ट विच इज डॉक्टर कॅन गिव यू इफ ही इज ऑलरेडी नॉट डन. यू कॅन फायंड आउट वेदर इट इज टायप 1 ऑर टायप 2. टायप 2 सुद्धा ल्हान वयाचेर जाता. 25 वर्सांचेर आज टायप 2 सहज जाता. ओके. आणि ती टायप 2 जर आसत नाल्यार येस it is nice. You should start with some drugs, 1 or 2 drugs. Especially the first drug that we start today is metformin. Okay, that's the right drug to start to begin with in type 2 diabetes. If this is type 1, insulin, unfortunately insulin is taka घेवंक जाय. पण insulin म्हाका भंय दिसता म्हणटा तो. Insulin I don't think insulin has got any fear. आज पयली म्हणजे insulin येद्या व्हडल्या निडलींसून घालचे पडना. जी इन्सुलिनची निडल जाला इट इज सो स्मॉल. इवन विदाउट युजिंग स्पिरिट वी कॅन पुट दॅट निडल स्ट्रेट वे इनसाइड द हँड. व्हेरी इजी बाय वॉट इज कॉल्ड एज अ पेन. पेनाची एडवांटेज कितें सामकी बारीकशी निडल तुका कळ सुद्धा ना. दॅट इज नंबर 1. दुसरी म्हणजे यू गेट एक्युरेट डोस. इफ यू वॉन्ट 28 युनिट्स you will only get 28 units. You will not get 29-30. But if you are using that syringe, you may get, instead of 28, you may get 32 or you may get 26. So, दूसरी advantage, ही दोन advantage पेनाचे पैसा is extremely good. So, if he can use pen वापरून जर तो insulin घेवपाक शिकत, he will live his life completely well.
I think the fear is also of the lifetime dependency. म्हणजे आयुष्यभर ताका घेवचे पडत हाजो बहुतेक ताका भय दिसता आसतलो.
सी भय ह्या शब्दाचो अर्थूच कितें. सी आय एम स्कॅर्ड ऑफ एनीथिंग इफ आय हॅव नेवर सीन इट. Ignorance leads to fear. The moment you see that, there is no fear. एकदा तर त्याने घे, दोनदा घे, 10 फावटी घे, then you realize that this is very simple. आणि taking insulin is simple. फक्त कितें त्या इन्सुलिना विशयी मातश्यो 4 वस्तू समजून घेवंक जाय आनी समजून घेवकूच जाय न्ही. इट्स अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ युअर होल लायफ. द बेटर यू अंडरस्टँड इट द बेटर यू विल बी एबल टू टेक केअर ऑफ युअर सेल्फ न्ही. सो दिस इज इम्पॉर्टंट. मातशी इल्लीशी डॉक्टरां कडल्यान सारकें समजून घेवंक जाय. थोडे वापरले की थोड्यो मिस्टेकी जाता, थोड्यो फॉल्ट्स येता, थोड्यो डिफिकल्टीज आसता, सहज सुटूंक जाता. त्यो जश्यो सोडयल्यो, वन्स ही स्टार्ट्स लायकिंग इन्सुलीन, आय एम टेलिंग यू, you will enjoy insulin. You will enjoy even being sick. You will enjoy your sickness. I don't think there should be a big problem about this insulin. If it has to be taken, it has to be taken. Type 1 diabetes asat, घेवचेच पडटले. टायप 2 आसत नाल्यार डेफिनेटली यू कॅन प्ले विथ सम ड्रग्स आनी टॅबलेटाचे आज खूब तरेचे टॅबलेट येयल्या, क्वायट अ लॉट ऑफ देम. ओके, आनी त्या टॅबलेटा प्रमाणे आमी हे करूंक शकता. बट द फियर म्हणटा ते पयलीं तकलेनसून काडून उडय. यू डोंट नीड टू बी फियर्ड. इन्सुलीन इज नायस टू हॅव. ओके, बिसायड्स दॅट येदे व्हडले पीन, एक पेन हाडटाना 1000 रुपया आमी खर्च करता, बट तेज्या नंतर खर्च कमी जाता. इवन द कॉस्ट with insulin is much lesser than the cost that you spend on today's tablets.
तर डॉक्टर नायकांचे उत्तर ऐकून बहुतेक तुझो भय गेला आसतलो, and I think you must be prepared to take the further treatment.
Only problem there is this fear.
So I think this has erased the fear now.
Yeah,
so we
absolutely.
move ahead with our discussion. इतले एपिसोड्स जे आमचे जाले, भाग जाले, तातून आमी वेगवेगळे विषय हाताळिल्ले आसात. So we have discussed about the biology of belief, we have discussed about the law of attraction, biomarkers of aging, and we have also discussed about ज्यांनी आपली वयाची 100 गाठिल्ली आसात आणि दे हू आर स्टील गोईंग स्ट्रॉंग, हांच्या बद्दल आमी चर्चा केल्ली आसा. तर आज जो आमचो विषय आसा तो अलर्ट, एक्टिव्ह अँड अलायव्ह एट 100 चे रुल्स कितें आसा. म्हणजे तुमकां जर 100 गाठपाची आसा अँड यू हॅव टू बी अलर्ट अँड एक्टिव्ह, वॉट आर द रुल्स दॅट यू नीड टू फॉलो इन युअर लायफ.
इनिशियली आमी कितें केलें, एक जनरल उलयलें सगळे ऑल टुगेदर. नाव एवरीबडी वॉन्ट्स इन, तर म्हाका कितें सांग पळोवया. सो टू मेक इट इजी, प्रत्येक एक टॉपिक एक समजपाक, समजवपाक आनी एक डीप स्टडी वचपाक. सी, आय हॅव डिवायडेड इंटू 10 rules. Rule 1 to 10. Some of the rules you must be following very well, but thode rules you must be completely neglecting. So these are the places where you have to strengthen yourself, learn yourself more. So you don't have to learn all 100 things. तशें सुरवातीक सांगलें अशें गाडयेचो मेकॅनीक जावपाची गरज ना, बट केन्ना ते ऑयल घालून केन्ना धुवंक जाय, केन्ना सर्विस इतलें तरी खबर जाय न्ही.
So finally the bottom line is we have to maintain.
We have to maintain.
Now the first rule that you have set in your book is keeping your mind sharp. So can you elaborate on that?
Obviously सगळ्यान पयली most important problem is mind.
Right.
Only body physically strong the word. If your mind is not normal and healthy at that age, your body cannot remain. Finally, it is it's a brain and the mind. Brain starts getting degenerated also because of the mind. So ह्यो जर दोन वस्तू सारक्यो उरत, ऑटोमॅटिकली फुडलो द ड्रायव्हर सारको आसत ना, खटारे सुद्धा गाडी टायमार व्हरतलो. So it is
So the brain is the driver of our body.
Yes, the driver is the brain. Okay, and the brain's driver is mind. Brain is what we are able to dissect and see, okay, this is the brain, these are the different cells and all that thing we are able to see. If I can protect my brain and keep it absolutely healthy for 100 years, okay, with the help of my mind, my body has to remain. Almost in most of the people, at times it will remain well. But if my brain fails, at an early age, you can get dementia.
Right.
You can get Parkinsonism. And you can get degenerations of the brain cells and many more.
These are all degenerative
These are basically degenerative is what? जशे वय जाता तशे झीज जावन आंगार येता ती झीज जावन डॅमेज जाता तेका आमी degeneration म्हणटा, related to time, related to age.
पण हल्ली वी हॅव सीन लॉट ऑफ इन्सिडन्सीस की खूप जाणांक आमी पळयलें की डिमेन्शिया जाता, अल्झायमर्स जाता. दॅट इज वन ऑफ द
This is degenerative process.
These are the degenerative process,
Degenerative
right?
process.
तर ह्याचे प्रमाण वाढिल्ले आसा and how we can prevent it, because this is the first rule.
Yeah, हेजे प्रमाण वाढला. Number 1 हे जावपाक हे कित्याक जाता? Number 1 is inflammation in the brain or inflammation in the body. आमची कितलीशीच कारणां आसा जेका लागून आमची बॉडीन भितर इन्फ्लामेशन म्हणजे कितें, एक इन्फेक्शनरी रिएक्शन. तुजे कितें तर समथींग गोज रॉंग एंड देन युअर बॉडी सेल्स स्टार्ट फायटींग अगेन्स्ट इट. सो देर इज अ कॉन्स्टंट वॉर इन अवर बॉडी. If you find a country like Syria or even Pakistan where there is a constant war,
Then
can
there's
that
no
country
development.
be peaceful and healthy?
Right.
No. You look at America, there is no internal war. So the country is constantly rising. जर आमच्या बॉडीन कॉन्स्टंटली वॉर चालूच आसत, because and that process is called inflammation, then definitely body हळू damage जायत वता. दुसरो प्रोसेस आसा ऑक्सिडेटिव्ह रिएक्शन्स, जे वेरी रिएक्शन्स कॉन्स्टंटली जायत आसतना. ह्या फॅक्टरी कितल्योश्योच फॅक्टरी आमच्या बॉडीन आसता, ते फॅक्टरी फाटल्यान वचून पळय सगळी घाण आसता न्ही, लेफ्ट ओवर सुवेज, ऑल दॅट थिंग इज देर. दॅट ऑल्सो नीड्स टू बी प्रॉपरली चॅनल्ड अँड टेकन आउट. जशी आमचे एक बॉडी रिएक्शन जाले, तेज्या रिएक्शना बरोबर जे भायर येता न्ही, ते वॉट इज कॉल्ड एज अन कलेक्टिवली आमी तांकां ऑक्सिडेटिव्ह स्ट्रेस म्हणटा. दॅट has to be constantly thrown out. आणि ते जर आम्ही मॅनेज करत, कॉन्स्टंटली थ्रोईंग आउट, तेन्नाच आमचो ब्रेन सेल हेल्दी उरतलो न्ही. अदरवायज इट गेट्स स्टडीड विथ दॅट ऑल दॅट डर्ट. And then the degeneration, the routine mechanical thing, which is some degeneration keeps on occurring. Millions of reactions are bombarding against each other. Pressure differences are there. इतलो प्रेशर हांगा 120 प्रेशर, दुसरे 110 प्रेशर, तिसरे कडेन 0 प्रेशर, चौथे कडेन -4 प्रेशर. All these constant things which go on inside, okay, create all these inflammatory or degenerative or oxidative stresses, and which takes a toll on the brain cell. ताका लागून ब्रेनाचो सेल आसा तो starts either dying early or getting altered in a bad way. Like you are asking me something, but I imagine something else. I see there's
misinterpretation.
Yeah, you go into psychiatric ward, you say, okay, there is nobody there. He says, no, माझ्या फुड्यान आसा तांबडो शर्ट घातला, पांचवी पॅन्ट घातल्यान म्हाका मारता. It is what is this?
Hallucinations.
This is hallucination. This is what his brain cell is seeing, which is not a normal brain cell. Okay, so here's our brain with which we are born has to remain for a long time. We have to maintain these reactions and maintain these cells so well that they remain healthy for a long time. There has to be peace internally, peace in the structure and function of the cells, peace in the biochemistry, the physiology and sociology and the psychology of the cell. There is sociology inside also. When one cell is like different than the others, the cells also interact with each other. They also have to be social. It is not just only our relationship social. The sociology has to work inside our body also. And eka level chir asung जाय. The word for it is a simple synchronization. जर आमचे mind, brain and the rest of the endocrine systems and the body, the locomotor system, the muscle system start working in a synchronized way, there is no reason why the brain should get degenerated. There is no reason brain cells marat raung जायनात. At the moment we say in a day, millions of brain cells are dying. There's a cell there, and the cell has got big legs through which it gets connected to the other cells, which are called as the dendrites or the axons. Right. So केन्ना cell okay असता, but dendrite or the axon damage जाता. केन्ना the legs and hands, that's the dendrites and the axons, they get damaged, cells is okay, but still you don't expect the cell to function well.
And these kind of degeneration of the nervous system and the brain, the symptoms when they start showing, I think the damage is already done.
Yes, by the time the symptoms are shown, a lot of damage is done.
Like as a person, as a layman, like a person is always in fear. अरे माझी तकली सारखी उरल्यार पुरो, because this is what we always hear. कितें जाल्यार पुरो, पण माझी तकली शाबूत उरूंक.
Absolutely.
So now that तकली सारखी उरूंक जाय.
And that's exactly.
How early can we start?
That's the first thing that we have to look at. If you ask me early,